Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome to something really unique here. So I'm going to start off by thanking one of my very reliable viewers, Armpit Studios here, for the inspiration that guided me here. So we're here at LAX. Doesn't look like anything too interesting. But as we come upon 2024 here, we're here at LAX basically 50 years ago. Now again, there's limitations in the game and what I can do and so forth. You know, so I can't change the way the terminal looks. Obviously, things are modernized. I don't think the airport was this size nor this configuration in 1974. But as much as possible, we are experiencing the first day with the new schedule change of all the airlines. April 1st, 1974 is where we are at here. Alright, so I started at 6 a.m. As you were able to tell. It took a little while. The airport wasn't necessarily that busy. But let's see, I'm trying to remember if I have anything over in this space. I really don't. We're going to head over here. I don't have any liveries, so basically all the planes are going to show up as white planes because you can see the call signs are different. Back in 1974, they didn't have the 3 letters we have today. I debated and I tried and so forth, but didn't make a lot of sense. So let me get this one going. United 426, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Ground, runway 25 right, pushback approved. United 426.
Alright, we should get a call in here soon.
Los Angeles Tower, Merry Christmas, Western 560 on final 25 left.
Western 560, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. Western 560.
So, I'm recording this near Christmas, as you can figure out. I had no idea that it had that wording in it, so that was cool. So yes, even though in the game it's April 1st, and again, that was when the new schedules went into effect. So part of what we're going to chat about here as we just kind of enjoy things moving around, and again, it's going to be more the planes. We're not going to have the liveries, we're not going to have whatever, but you're going to get to hear about and see you know, just what air travel was like then and how busy it was and so forth, because I was surprised at this point in time how many
Los Angeles
airlines
ground,
were there.
United 426 ready to taxi.
United 426, runway 25 right.
Runway 25 right, United 426.
Alright, so it's going to head out. So this is clearly a small regional jet. It's an early morning flight. You know, and I think I'm going to be a little bit more leisurely here, but you can see. So this one's going to Las Vegas. It's a DC-9. So that is what we've got headed out. We've got a 707 coming in. And that one's coming in from Honolulu. So this one's been on its way for quite a while this morning. Basically, the situation came up, and as I said, I referred to Armpit Studios as the inspiration for this attempt to just see what this is like, and certainly something that I've not seen anyone try in Tower Simulator. You know, the thing that I don't know how to do, if someone does and they want to go ahead and help a fella out and come up with liveries and adjust things, is, how could we get the old planes set up and really get this to be immersive? I mean, because at this point, I get errors that there's no liveries, and it's just a litany of errors because there aren't any. And one of the things I could do is for the airlines that did exist, I could go ahead and, United, American, those are airlines. Western Air, I don't believe is prevalent is present anymore. So let's see, 10. So here we go. So they're coming in. So we've got our first landing here in the morning hours of April 1st, 1974. But the question had come up about, because they like vintage things in Farming Simulator and so forth, and so as they've seen me covering this, they were like, does the sim allow coverage of vintage time periods and vintage airlines and so forth? And the way it's built, it doesn't. So there's our flight from Honolulu. Western 560, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal, Western 560.
Alright, so it's not quite pulling off yet. I guess it missed that one, but there we go. It looks like it's going to take that jetway. So with that one nugget began some Googling on my part that was like, well, what can I find? And initially, other than, interesting points or so forth, there wasn't a lot. There were things that would tell me, like, who the big airlines were at certain points in time and so forth. Is he waiting for the... Oh, no, he's just continuing. Okay. Western 560, cross runway 25 right.
Cross runway 25 right, Western 560.
And, so initially... Where is this guy? Aha, there he is. So, it was like, well, maybe there won't be anything I can do. But then I stumbled upon a wonderful resource website, which is completely what this series is based on. So, definitely I'll include a link down below in the description for anyone who's interested. It's just, it's not a huge site. It's not anything glamorous looking or anything. It's just very utilitarian to serve this strange niche of, I want to see old airline schedules. And it's called Departed Flights. And, gentlemen, kind of, I'm sure it's a labor of love project for them, has some things out there, and they have schedules from, just a few time periods. So, I've got April 1st, 1974 here, and, or that time period. He's got something from 1975. So again, if this catches on and I enjoy it, you enjoy it, this can be a kind of a staple of things I do, to do something a little unique on the channel with Tower Simulator as well. So I can absolutely do a day in the life, but we're going back to the yesteryear of the flying and what that looks like. Let me let United out of here. United 426, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. United 426.
So I'm going to move ahead a little bit here.
Los Angeles ground, United 454 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
United 454, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Ground, runway 25 right, pushback approved. United 454.
So, I know once I hit the 7 o'clock hour, I think things are going to get a little bit busier. So I was going to try to move along so at least we had some traffic. But it might get difficult to talk about then. So, so what I determined, and this is a kind of an area of historical aviation history that I wasn't well aware of while I was around in that time period. I was not flying that I was aware of. I was a child and certainly don't recall any trips in 1974. But there was something called the Official Airline Guide, and as opposed to what we have now, because air travel for the masses was kind of still relatively new, you didn't have the mixture of schedules you have now. So basically airlines would publish this book, or there would be this book that covered every airline nationwide and would give you the schedules of what would show up at any given point in time on any given day. And so you would have this flight,
Los Angeles Tower, Golden West 205 and final 25 left.
Los Angeles ground, United 454 ready to taxi.
So here's another one, Golden West, that I think is no longer functional and is defunct here. Golden West 205, runway 25 left, cleared to land. United 454, runway 25 right.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. Golden West 205.
Runway 25 right, United 454.
So, this flight, any of these flights that you see coming in, they would depart and arrive at the same time, typically every day. You would see things in the schedule, for example, that would have a flight. This might be one of them. I'd have to, look specifically, but so this flight might be, you'd see it in the schedule and it might say, except Friday. So every day but Friday, this flight would leave as it's leaving now to where it's going. So again, we're going to take a little bit more of a look at the strips just so you can see. So again, this is another flight to Las Vegas. There were certainly very popular destinations at that point. So this is Golden West is a little local regional. This is from Ontario, California. So it's a local airport, and we've got another flight coming in here from Honolulu. So I might be able to actually run these over a little bit more. This one already is the one that was at the gate, so normally I don't use strips because I don't need to. They've taken off, so we can go there, and then they are cleared. So we'll see definitely some different areas. Let's get this western cleared, and then we'll speed up again.
Los Angeles Tower, Western 512 on final 25 left.
Western 512, runway 25 left, cleared to land. So let me move this
Runway
along a
25
bit.
left, clear to land.
So
Western
the
512.
nice thing of having the locations is obviously the planes will then depart, just as this United one is. They'll take a path that's appropriate. So again, this one's going to Las Vegas, assuming this is the proper setup east-west. I don't know the tower simulator does that. The plane is taken off, and it is now circling around at 8,000 feet, passing through 8,000 feet, and coming along. Golden West 205, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Golden West 205.
Alright, so he's going to go there. Golden West 205, cross runway 25 right.
Cross runway 25 right. Golden West 205.
So, what I needed to do, so what the gentleman was able to provide, and again, it wasn't a picture of the original official airline guide, otherwise known as the OAG. And from what I can tell, I think the company is still around today. But just like anything in the modern era, getting any schedules, you'd have to pay and so forth at this point. So they offer a database, but I think it's really, to folks that are doing things that are more significant, and that they're going to invest money with these folks. It's not doing what they did as a service to the public. United 454, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. United 454.
Alright, so we've got Western coming in here. So they've landed. I'm thinking this, because this was the one from Honolulu. Well, this might be a smaller plane. Let's see. This is, yeah, I think it's, oh no, that's the DC-8. But yeah, this is a 717, I think. I'm not sure that I remember all the planes. Western 512, taxi to terminal. So now in the interim,
Taxi to terminal. Western
we're going to
512.
have this one starting its run down the runway. And a lot of large planes in this era. This was the debut of the 747. It had just come out, I think, in 1970. So having these large jets, there was a debate around that time if airports of the era could even accommodate aircraft that large. They were able to, which was, of course, gets us to where we're at today, and all the crazy giant jumbo planes that are available and so forth. But it's always kind of a testament to how things progress. So there they go, lifting off another group of passengers heading to Las Vegas. And
Los
so
Angeles ground, Continental 68 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Alright, so Continental's another one. We might only be getting things from this one area. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. So where's he going? Right. Continental 68, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Ground, runway 25 right, pushback approved. Continental 68.
And what we might start to see here, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let him push back.
Los Angeles ground, Pacific Southwest 161 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Western 512, cross runway 25 right. So I'm going to try to run Continental
Cross runway
down
25
Bravo.
right. Western 512.
Pacific Southwest 161, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Ground, runway 25 right, pushback approved. Pacific
so-
Southwest 161.
So there you go. It's a local, kind of a prop jet. Golden West tended
Los
to run.
Angeles ground, Western 214 with information Bravo,
I just
requesting push and start.
Hope I have enough space here. Western 214, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Ground, runway 25 right, pushback approved.
Alright.
Western 214.
Alright, there's the Continental. So I need to get him out of here.
Los Angeles ground, Western 237 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
So it's going to get pretty busy, I think. Pretty fast. And I'll explain it when I can. As we get there, kind of what I have been able to discern, what I've been able to see. But I need that Continental to move.
Los Angeles ground, Continental 68 ready to taxi.
Continental 68, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Runway 25 right, via Bravo, Continental 68.
Western 512, hold position. Western 5... Okay. I was like, what is happening?
Hold position. Western 512.
Because I don't need them to, they're going to get in each other's way, so...
Los Angeles ground, Western 62 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Lots of
Los
flights.
Angeles ground, Western 214 ready to taxi.
Los Angeles ground, Pacific Southwest 161 ready to taxi.
Alright, so let me make sure he's doing what I think he is. He is. So we've got a lot happening. And so this is where there's a bit of a challenge fitting things into the game. You know, we'll see how it all plays out. I've not gone ahead and tried to play this. This is raw footage, you know, straight the first time through here, once I know it was working. Western 512, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Western 512.
Western 214, runway 25 right.
Runway 25 right. Western 214.
Alright, so I think that's going to be that one. And then I need this one, which is, I think, Pacific Southwest. But I want to give them enough time here that they can go. Alright, so United 454 is going past 12,000 feet there. Pacific Southwest 161, runway 25 right.
Runway 25 right, Pacific Southwest 161.
Alright, then we've got these two that want to leave. The Western is going ahead and parking over there. Alright, and then I need to split these out. Western 237, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Ground, runway 25 right. Pushback approved. Western 237.
Alright, so they're all pretty close together here, as you might expect. I'm not going to push these out together. They're going to get in each other's way. But what I don't know and I haven't been able to really definitively find, what you tend to find is flights are leaving, they're departing very much kind of at a set, like almost, they're not at random minutes. Like sometimes you'll have things departing at 2:37 now or something. Flights are leaving at 7 a.m., 7:20 a.m., 7:15, and I think to some degree, because again air travel is so new at this point for the most people, they're used to train schedules. That was really the method of travel for people who were going cross-country up until air travel became affordable. And so I think initially the airlines were doing that same thing. We're going to publish this timetable, and people will know that they can get on this plane, similar to they can get on this train at a certain point, and they will get them to this destination. So all these planes that are coming up here, I believe they were all 7 a.m. flights. It's just the way the game staggers them. Thank goodness they don't all appear immediately. So it makes it a little bit reasonable to work with them here. And so once I get him moving, we'll push off the other Western, and then we'll take a peek at where things are at.
Los Angeles ground, Western 237 ready to taxi.
Western 237, runway 25 right.
Runway 25 right, Western 237.
So my guess is maybe it's 7:10. We'll see others. It'll likely be 7:20. So, you know, we might be able to get these planes cleared. We might be able to move along. Western 62, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Ground, runway 25 right. Pushback approved. Western 62.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this Continental cleared. Continental 68, runway 25 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Alright.
Runway 25 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon
not
reaching
sure.
altitude 500. Contact departure. Continental 68.
Okay, there we go. I'm not sure that he got the command. I thought he did, but I guess he did. So, and this was still the era, I think, very much so, where people would like get dressed up to travel. You'd see men in suits. You'd see women in dresses and so forth. I think a little bit of the leisureness was coming into it because it was getting a little more common. The ads you saw in the thumbnail, I don't know how easy they were to see. They came from that website as well. Just a wonderful resource of trying to piece together information. So it was really interesting to me to see how things were marketed. You probably see a couple ads there that I did put out there, and those are all from right around the 1974 time period. So the nice thing is, they do say what they have there as far as when they ran. So it's all very interesting, but they're probably wouldn't be allowed to run some of those ads today. But for authenticity, I'm including things just so, we kind of see what it was like
Los
at
Angeles
this time.
ground, Western 62 ready to taxi.
Western 62, runway 25 right.
Runway 25 right, Western 62.
Alright, so there goes the Continental. Western 214, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Western 214.
Alright, so we're going to see in about 15 seconds here if anything new starts showing up. If not, still, I've clearly got 4 planes to clear out of here, so I've got a bit of activity I've got to handle. So within the confines of the game, obviously I had to say these airlines go to which terminal. I also knew there were fewer terminals, so I definitely did not use all of the airport, which is part of the challenge. Obviously, there were some airlines, as we've talked about, American, United, Delta, that were around in that era that are still around now, so those maintain their same terminal locations. So once we get to those, maybe we'll see things, and again, keep in mind, some of these are, very short flights, okay? So this Continental is going to Phoenix. SJC, I think, is Salt Lake City. San, I think, is San Diego. And, the couple that just pulled off, going to Las Vegas again. Clearly, very popular destination. I think that space was just getting started at that time, and there was just, a lot of activity, and obviously the airlines felt they could serve a need. And, one would wonder, did they have too many flights in some cases? Because it was amazing, like, how many flights go to San Francisco. I think it would have been very, very possible for someone to just regularly travel there if they wanted to and work there. Pacific Southwest 161, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Alright, so I don't think we've got
Runway
any at
25
710.
right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Pacific Southwest 161.
So I think there are only 4 or 5 terminals used, because there aren't, frankly, that many airlines. So there's some caveats in the data and how things worked and what I was able to do. Again, I'm making the best of what I had available, but the fact that I was even able to make this work, to me, is just a little bit of a testament to the versatility of the game and what we can do. So I think that it's really, really nice. Maybe someone from FeelThere will see this and see a whole opportunity, because I'll tell you, if Nigeris Design could officially come out with old liveries, that could be fun for something like this, and it might bring a whole different type of enthusiast to this type of game, where if you can recreate something in a bygone era, and I get, taking, because if I look at terminal maps, those were available as well. I think you just had maybe this space here was it. Because basically all you saw were 3 or 4 terminals across from each other on the map, and that was what existed in 1974. So I don't think, you know, even where I'm pulling from here would have been there. I mean, you've kind of got that iconic, you know, thing that you see at LAX if you've ever gone there. You know, you come out of the terminals and you see that. So, all right, let me get the next one off. Western 237, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Western 237.
So I'm going to run this series similar to the Day in the Life series that I'm doing at the other airports, just trying to work through the schedule. There are over 700 flights that are on the schedule for this period. And so while I picked April 1st, because that's the date the schedule went into effect, this would basically be the schedule from April 1st, 1974 on until another updated official airline guide with new schedules came out. And I don't know if that was an annual thing. It seems to be, from what I can tell. So it'll be interesting if I get to the point where I try another time period. I know there was something from 1975, but I don't know if it was April 1st, again, when the change was made, or if that happened later. So I'm sure to some degree, once airlines decide, you know, hey, we're going to do this, but it seemed like there was probably a lot more cooperation and coordination that had
Los
to occur.
Angeles ground. Pacific Southwest 141 with information Bravo. Requesting push and start.
Pacific Southwest 141, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Ground. Runway 25 right. Pushback approved.
So
Pacific
let's
Southwest
see.
141.
Let's see where they're going. Okay, they are going to Oakland. So that is another new destination for us here from
Los Angeles ground. Hughes Air West
in the game.
700 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Alright, so there's another one, Hughes Air West. I think they only existed for a handful of years. But at this point, again, I don't want to have them back into each other, so I'm going to have to wait. But I'm guessing we're going to get a lot of things. So I'm sure these are 7:15 departures. Western 62, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Western 62.
Let's see. I just need that other one to get cleared so I can taxi him. And then I can back the other one up. But it takes a bit of time here, obviously.
Los Angeles ground. Pacific Southwest 141 ready to taxi.
Pacific Southwest 141, runway 25 right, via Bravo.
Runway 25 right, via Bravo. Pacific Southwest 141.
Hughes Air West 700. Pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Ground. Runway 25 right. Pushback approved. Hughes Air West 700.
So you can see Hughes Air West was RW, was their call sign. You know, these are all authentic, and I'm trying to get the information over to you, you know, of how this all worked and what I discovered. But, you know, I got to keep the airport moving too, and try to keep things moving along. So what was able to be provided on the site is, and again, I don't know if this is how the airline guides looked, or if this was just how they chose to present the scenario on the departed flights site. But if I click on any airport, it shows basically the arrivals to that airport is all you see. So to piece a schedule together, I had to go to every other airport. And again, there weren't a ton of them at that period of time, or there aren't a ton of them published, but it was probably a couple dozen, between 2 dozen and 3 dozen airports that could have service. And there were definitely there were airports that didn't have anything coming to Los Angeles. So to get departures, or I should say arrivals here, or not arrivals, yes, to get things that were departing from Los Angeles, so any of these flights, I had to go to, say, Oakland, and see that there was a flight coming from LA to Oakland to be
Los
able to build
Angeles
the
ground.
schedule.
Hughes Air West 700 ready to taxi.
Hughes Air West 700, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Runway 25 right via Bravo.
And I'm
Hughes
guessing
Air West 700.
I'm guessing most of these are going to get dumped out at 7:20. I think there were a lot of planes at 7:20. So it seemed to be the top of the hour, 20 minutes after, 40 minutes after, or 20 minutes till. That seems to be when there are a lot of planes lumped together in the schedules at this point in the official airline guide. So basically, all the arrivals to LAX I was able to get from the LAX page. But to then determine everything that departed, I had to piece it together airport by airport. And some airports are just not served. They didn't get any flights from LA. So it certainly would have been a challenge, and things that, again, we think of as extremely busy now and very likely to be connected in some way with Los Angeles. For example, Orlando. There's a schedule for Orlando here out of the official airline guide here in 1974. There's no flight from LAX, nor is there a flight from there coming to LAX. There were no arrivals in that regard either. That I recall. There may be a couple, but then it makes you wonder, like, well, how do they get back? Or so it's almost like you're having a one-way issue, right? So we have our first Delta coming in. So let's see where they're arriving from. Okay, they are coming from San Diego. All right, so we've got all these we can clear. And so compared to now, I think the LAX schedule is about double that. So the standard schedule, I haven't done a real schedule for that, but the standard schedule, I think, that comes with the game. Oh, we're going to be landing on 2 runways here. I was wondering, because I'm thinking we're just not going to be using the other side of the airport at all, but let's see where this Delta is going to go. It's going to go right back. Wow. So far, it's just these 2 spaces. And I know I have, like I said, 4 or 5 terminals used. I just don't know if it's any of these, if it's any of C or D, which would be the normal ones. I mean, because if we're looking, I guess a quick way to do this, like, yeah, we don't see any planes here. So my guess is there's nothing going to happen up here at D. There's a couple planes, maybe? No, those are just empty gates. So C is empty as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. Pacific Southwest 141, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. So I'm certainly going to try to get to
Runway
8 o'clock
25
here.
right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Pacific Southwest 141.
Well, and we can start to see it's getting a bit busy here at LA here now as we're approaching 7:30. So we've got a lot of arrivals coming in, so we're going to have to start kind of jockeying things around as we go through here. But yeah,
Los Angeles Tower, Merry Christmas, Delta 822 on final 25 left.
Delta 822, runway 25 left, cleared to land. And
Runway
we're going to get
25
the
left,
Pacific
clear to
Southwest very
Delta
soon.
822.
So Golden West was very much regional. Pacific Southwest, I believe, was the same thing. So they would be running potentially the prop planes and so forth, which I think were the Lockheed 1011s, is what appeared they appeared to be on the schedule, so that was part of the challenge as well with this series, is I'm dealing with aircraft in some case that don't exist, so to make it work in the game, I have to pick something as
Los
close
Angeles
as
Tower,
I can.
Pacific Southwest 187 on final 24 right.
Pacific Southwest 187, runway 24 right, cleared to land.
Runway 24 right, clear to land. Pacific Southwest 187.
You know, and the piece that I'm not aware of either is, you know, were all the runways there at this point and so forth. Like, I haven't gone into that much depth because to some degree I can't do anything to the airport design. You know, if we are able to edit things, I don't know how that works. Yeah, see, all of these are just returning to this location, so... Hughes Air West 700, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Hughes Air West
But
700.
my guess is this is a 707 or something like that.
Los
That's
Angeles
a
Tower.
DC-9.
Merry Christmas. Golden West 207 on final 25 left.
Golden West 207, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. Golden West 207.
Alright, so he left at 7:24. So there you go. And then once he's moving, I'm going to move this up a bit so that we can get a little closer here. Because we might get some planes at 7:30. Not sure, but we'll get some landing here. I'm going to keep this at 2 times just so this doesn't become too terribly long. Delta 822, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Delta 822.
Delta 822, cross runway 25 right.
Cross runway 25 right. Delta 822.
Pacific Southwest 187, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Pacific Southwest 187.
Alright, so there they come. You know, so it would certainly be more enjoyable if we could have liveries. Pacific Southwest 187, cross runway 24 left.
Cross runway 24 left. Pacific Southwest 187.
Alright. Golden West 207, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Golden West 207.
So again, you can see that's the prop plane. You know, obviously that's what left before. Golden West 207, cross runway 25 right. Alright, we've got a Hughes Air West
Cross
coming
runway
in.
25 right. Golden West 207.
So I would think these are both going to get into place before I have too much happening. So here, now they're going to just refill. Okay, our first United.
Los Angeles Tower, Merry Christmas. Hughes Air West 932 on final 24 right.
Alright, they're coming from Tucson. Hughes Air West 932, runway 24 right, cleared to land.
Runway 24 right, cleared to land. Hughes Air West 932.
KBFL. I don't know that one... Oh, you know what I think? I think that is Buffalo. So this United is coming from Buffalo. So again, what we start to get an understanding of, which is hard to see right now. Let me see where he's going. Are they going to get in trouble? Because he is moving. Pacific Southwest 187, hold position.
Hold position. Pacific Southwest 187.
Pacific Southwest 187, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Pacific Southwest 187.
Alright, And then he's going to go
Los Angeles
there.
Tower, United
He's
827
going
on
next
final
to him.
25 left.
United 827, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. United 827.
So unlike kind of the current era, where a lot of airports tend to be pretty quiet in the early morning hours, because of the time it took and so forth, flights would leave at midnight, 1 a.m., that they're on the schedule that way. So there isn't a ton, and again, I'll probably do a fill-in episode like I've done in the other ones to get me from midnight to 6 a.m. that I started here. But, planes do take off. So if you think about this Buffalo schedule, I mean, aside from the fact that at this point, this is Buffalo's 3 hours earlier, so it's 4:34 a.m. in Buffalo right now, when these people on United are landing, or, will be landing shortly. Hughes Air West 932, taxi to terminal. Hughes Air West 932, cross runway 24 left.
Taxi to terminal. Hughes Air West 932.
All right,
Cross
so I
runway
believe,
24 left.
I think he's
Hughes
going
Air West
right there.
932.
Yeah, so what I'm hoping is that I'm not losing flights because somehow they're all packed in here. So what I may need to do is take a look at the schedule from 8 a.m. on, and this is where I'm going to kind of learn, how to tweak this, because I think if I can start using terminal C and D, we're going to not run the risk of losing some flights, because somehow I think there'd be more activity, but we are still pretty busy, so maybe not. United 827, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. United 827.
United 827, cross runway 25 right.
Cross runway 25 right. United 827.
Los Angeles Tower, Golden West
And they're
115 on final
moving
25
along
left.
pretty quickly here. Golden West 115, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land.
See, and
Golden West
these
115.
guys are all coming in at the same position again. So I think I'm going to let the United turn, but then I'm going to hold him up. United 827, hold position.
Hold position. United
Because I'm
827.
going to let him come in pretty quickly.
Los Angeles Tower, Hughes Air West 681 on final 24 right.
Hughes Air West 681, runway 24 right, cleared to land. United 827, continue taxi. Alright, this
Runway
one's going to
24
leave
right,
soon.
cleared to land.
So
Hughes
you
Air
can
West
see
681.
We're going to start.
Continue taxi. United 827.
Alright, so that's an American. It's ready to go.
Los Angeles ground, American 200 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
That's this one here. So it's actually going to... This is going to go behind it to park.
Los Angeles
a different
ground,
location.
Pacific Southwest 125 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Pacific Southwest 125, pushback approved. Expect runway 24 left. So we will get to use the other part of the
runway
airport.
24 left, pushback approved. Pacific Southwest 125.
Alright, we're getting busy. American 200, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right. Whoops. American 200, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Ground, runway 24 right, pushback approved. American 200.
Golden West 115, taxi to terminal.
Ground, runway 25 right, pushback approved. American 200.
Taxi to terminal. Golden West 115.
Western 26, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right. Pacific Southwest 125, runway 24 left.
Ground, runway 25 right, pushback approved. Western 26.
American 200, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Runway 24 left. Pacific Southwest 125.
Golden West 115, cross runway 25 right. Golden West 115, taxi to terminal via Charlie.
Runway 25 right, via Bravo. American 200.
Negative. Golden West 115. Los Angeles ground. Golden West 115 request crossing runway 25 right.
Golden West 115, cross runway 25 right. I thought I gave him that command.
Cross runway 25 right. Golden West 115.
Los Angeles ground. Pacific Southwest 125 ready to taxi.
Golden West 115, taxi to terminal via Charlie. American 200, hold position.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie. Golden West 115.
Okay.
Hold position. American 200.
Los Angeles Tower.
seems
United
lost.
9075 on final 25 left.
Los Angeles ground. American 200 ready to taxi.
United 975, runway 25 left, cleared to land. Western 87, runway 25 left, cleared to land. Alright, I'm going to slow
Runway
things
25
down.
left, cleared to land. United 9075.
Pacific Southwest 125, runway 24 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Golden West 115, taxi to terminal.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. Western 87.
Interesting.
Runway 24 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Pacific Southwest 125.
American 200, continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal. Golden West 115.
Western 26, runway 25 right. Alright, we'll get him
Continue
out of
taxi.
there.
American 200.
Runway 25 right, Western 26. Los Angeles ground, Western 26 ready to taxi.
Los Angeles Tower. Merry Christmas. Western 87 on final 25 left.
Alright, so about 15 more minutes. So we've got
Los
a
Angeles
TWA,
ground, Western
or
26 information
Transworld.
Charlie, requesting push and start.
So we're getting ready with those. United 975, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. United 9075.
Los Angeles Tower, Hughes Air West 311 on final 25 left.
Hughes Air West 311, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. Hughes Air West 311.
Alright, so we're going to have this one taken off. There they go.
Los Angeles ground, Transworld 346 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Alright, we're going to have
Los
him
Angeles
wait.
ground. Golden West 115. Are you sure this is the most logical routing?
Hughes Air West 681, taxi to terminal. Hughes Air West 681, cross runway 24 left.
Taxi to terminal. Hughes Air West 681. Cross runway 24 left.
Alright.
Hughes Air West 681.
So we're gonna let him come through here before I push him out. And he's gonna come down here. So once he turns and starts moving down Bravo, then I will let him go, because otherwise they're going to meet up in a way we don't want to happen. But once he gets on Bravo, that should move pretty quickly. Alright, a lot of arrivals, so maybe we are getting most things, which is not bad. But I was worried if it doesn't have enough gates, it might not be spawning all the planes.
Los Angeles Tower, Merry Christmas. Hughes Air West 976 on final 25 left.
Hughes Air West 976, runway 25 left, cleared to land. American 200, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. United 975, cross runway 25 right.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. Hughes Air West 976.
Transworld 346, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
So, here
American
comes
200.
the Golden
Cross
West.
runway 25 right. United 975.
Ground. Runway 25 right. Pushback approved. Transworld 346.
Western 87, taxi to terminal. Let's see where they're going.
Taxi
okay,
to
they're
terminal.
going way
Western
up there.
87.
So we are getting a little bit of a spread, but it's just, you know, in an area I wouldn't expect as much. So we're going to have him wait. Transworld's pushing back. That's TWA. Again, massive carrier at the time, but just, you know, not one that exists currently. You know, and livery-free. You know, I could always take these back to, like, UAL or whatever, or, you know, because the liveries are a common thing across all the airports and so forth. So I want to be leery of playing with that too much, and I'm not saying I could create liveries for TWA or something. Like, I have no idea how that
Los
works.
Angeles Tower, United 292 on final 25 left.
United 292, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. United 292.
Oh boy.
Los Angeles ground. Transworld 346 ready to taxi.
Oh no, I got myself in trouble. Well, we're gonna end up deleting this plane, I guess. Shoot. Alright, yeah. So we go here. We'll clear them. That's a no-no, but we'll do that in this case, because we're new to this. And I'm not gonna redo this all again for you. I want this debut episode for you, so. Western 87, cross runway 25 right. Transworld 346, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Cross runway 25 right. Western 87.
Runway 25 right. Via Bravo. Transworld 346.
Hughes Air West 311, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Hughes Air West 311.
Western 26, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Alright, so let's just take a quick
Runway
peek.
25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff
So,
upon reaching
Ontario
altitude
and
500,
San
contact
Diego.
departure. Western 26.
Another San Diego. And again, having different carriers, you know, certainly makes sense. So this one going to Dallas-Fort Worth, SFO, San Francisco. So that's the Pacific Southwest. Those are gone and have left. This Western 26 going to Salt Lake City. And then we've got the TWA is going to Albuquerque. So, Tucson we already talked about. PSP, I don't know that I remember what that is. But then SNA, SBA. Yeah, a lot of destinations. SMX. So, a lot of different destinations that we're dealing with right now. Alright, they're going to go up. I'm going to let him cross. Hughes Air West 976, taxi to terminal. I think United 292
Hughes
is
Air West
cleared.
976.
Yes, they're cleared, they're checked. So Western coming in from San Francisco is going to be new. Hughes Air West 311, cross runway 25 right. Alright, so that's the
Cross
Western
runway
Air.
25 right. Hughes Air West 311.
So they're a bit larger.
Los Angeles Tower, Merry Christmas. Western 73 on final 25 left.
Western 73, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. Western 73.
Hughes Air West 976, cross runway 25 right.
Cross runway 25 right. Hughes Air West 976.
Hughes Air West 931, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right.
Ground, runway 25 right, pushback approved. Hughes Air West 931.
I'm going to hold these once they kind of have some space.
Los Angeles ground, Hughes Air West 931 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Alright, so Hughes Air West is there, so that's that one. You know, and I figured we would be having a lot of these take off. Like this one's been here a while. You know, and we have those over there. So we definitely have got some going on. United 2902, taxi to terminal. Hughes Air West 311, hold position.
Negative. United 292.
Hold position. Hughes Air West 311.
Hughes Air West 311, hold position.
Hold position. Hughes Air West 311.
Why is he not holding position? Oh, that's never mind. That's 976. Oy, I was panicking. I'm like, I'm gonna have another problem. All right, he's not ready to push back yet. All right, and the United is going there. United 2902, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. United 292.
Los Angeles ground,
Ooh, we
Hughes
got
Air
a
West
couple more
931
coming
ready
in.
to taxi.
Hughes Air West 931, runway 25 right via Bravo.
Runway 25 right, via Bravo. Hughes Air West 931.
Alright, so we'll be able to get through there, because he'll come down and go around. United 2902, cross runway 25 right. Okay, this one's going to take off
Cross
soon
runway
too.
25 right. United 292.
So we're going to let him get
Los
across
Angeles
the
Tower,
runway.
Merry Christmas. Golden West 209er on final 25 left.
Golden West 209er, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. Golden West 209er.
Transworld 346, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 25 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Transworld 346.
Hughes Air West 311, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Hughes Air West 311.
Alright. So they're all going to
Los
start
Angeles Tower,
moving.
Merry Christmas. Continental 608 heavy on final 24 right.
Continental 608 heavy, runway 24 right, cleared to land.
Runway 24 right, cleared to land. Continental 608 heavy.
Alright, so all of these guys should be parking soon, so he's got... Yeah, they should line up. I'm just, you know, always worried, like, are they going to get in each other's way? I mean, you would think, given that they're following each other, they'd be clear. Western 73, taxi to terminal. So again, within a minute...
Taxi to terminal. Western 73.
Anything that appears on the scope, like, if he gets cleared, I'm going to have to get him out of the airport. You know, and I'm thinking he will, but he might be in an 8 o'clock departure. But yeah, all three of these planes are coming here, so once again, you can see it's pretty busy where I have an entire potential airport I could use. And I think, you know, that is likely probably what was built up more than these. But I think because these are regional jets, I put them in a location.
Los Angeles ground, Continental 5-2 with information, Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Right, so there we go. We've got to get... Actually, he might have been in 8 o'clock, so we'll leave him alone and hope he comes back. This guy hasn't called, so... But this Pacific Southwest, I'm going to have to land or I will lose him. So we'll get him in, and that will likely be the last one we deal with. We're obviously going to get this Ryanair off. Alright, so at this point, both of these have parked. Western 7-3, cross runway 25 right. You know, and he's headed,
right.
He's headed over here too, so... Alright, and then we've got the TWA.
Los Angeles ground. Transworld 118 heavy with information, Charlie.
So,
requesting push and start.
That's all of those there. Just interesting how it's choosing gates. And I think I might want to figure out how to get TWA, like, over on these, because I think there's a lot of flights from them throughout the day. So there's definitely going to be some tweaking.
Ground. Transworld 52 with information, Charlie. Requesting push and start.
All right. So we're going to have to see what else is going on with this. Alright, so taking a quick look, I went off and looked at the schedule. So that United 100 Heavy that's coming in is actually set to arrive at 6:20.
Western 559er with information, Charlie. Requesting push and start.
My guess is they didn't have enough room. And so they got delayed in the schedule till now. So I definitely need to reposition the terminal usage. Because clearly there's only 5 to 6 gates here, where if I can start to use these, I can have a lot more aircraft appear. Golden West 209er, taxi to terminal. Hughes Air West 931, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal. Golden West 209er.
Runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Hughes Air West 931.
And I don't need to get these to the terminal.
Southwest 160 on final 25 left.
Pacific Southwest 160, runway 25 left, cleared to land. United 100 Heavy, runway 24 right, cleared to land. So I don't need to get them to the terminal. They've theoretically counted.
Southwest 160.
Los Angeles Tower, Merry Christmas. United 100 Heavy on final 24 right.
Alright, but you can start to see. So I think what's happening
Los
is
Angeles ground,
these are full
Delta
and they
823
can't
with
spawn.
information, Charlie. Requesting push and start.
So, and we've got a good amount of planes, but again, they're all spawning or all
Los
here.
Angeles ground, United 504 with information, Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Alright, and that Pacific Southwest 120 is a 755 arrival. So again, because the scope is as large as it is, you know, we're not seeing things that quickly, but I need to land that one, and that will be it. So the last departure has left. So this United 610, I think, is something later. And taking a quick peek at the schedule, exactly when it appeared here, 8:04 is its arrival time. So I'm zoomed out enough that I can see things, but basically I need to land these. Golden West 209er, cross runway 25 right. I just need to clear things out a bit
Cross
so these
runway
planes
25 right. Golden
can get
West
in here.
209er.
But then
Los Angeles Tower.
this
Pacific
will be it.
Southwest 120 on final 25 left.
Pacific Southwest 120, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land.
So
Pacific
at this
Southwest
point,
120.
we're just going to move this forward and get these planes in here.
Los Angeles ground, Western 477 with information, Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Los Angeles Tower, United 610 on final 24 right.
Los Angeles Tower, Merry Christmas, Golden West 117 on final 25 left.
Alright, so we are good at this point. We'll be able to pick up at 8, but things are going to switch around a little bit. So what I've learned in this initial attempt, you know, basically it seems I've got these spaces are the only ones that are doing anything, and that's both for arrivals and departures. I've got a broader airport I can spread out. Again, while the airport in 1974 was likely, you know, was certainly smaller, I have no reason to believe it wasn't this space. And so what I may try to do, because basically what I've seen are images that show 7 or 8 terminals or drop-off points. So I'm going to see if I can figure this out, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all the flights occurring there. That should work, you know, and maybe I'll leave things like Golden West over here, but I need to move other airlines around to try to figure out how we use DNC, because certainly there may have been, you know, regional pads over here and ramps, but literally everything is taking off from the ramps, and that's just not realistic. But hopefully this gets you interested. This is a series that I'm hoping will draw some attention, given that, as I said, I've seen nobody do something like this. So I think it's brand new as a concept. It took a lot of work. I really didn't explain all of it. I'm sure I'll continue in other episodes to just cover the same thing. Although I think it's going to get busier in the middle of the day, so I think we're just going to have the challenge. But I guess the one final ask, if there are community members out there that have ways that they could make a series like this more interesting, I'm thinking more liveries, you know, and even crazier, like airplane models, because there were definitely things that I couldn't specifically find. There was a PDS, for example, as an airplane type that came out. I couldn't really find anything related to that, so I just kind of picked a random smaller piece of equipment because that's what it seemed like it was for the type of airline we were dealing with. But you know, liveries and kind of the real high ask would be, you know, fill in the aircraft types. But you know, if we could get liveries, I think this would like really make this kind of a series come alive. But the fact that we're even able to do this, I think, is a testament to FeelThere and the flexibility of the software for those of us who creatively think about what we can do in this space to come up with something a little bit unique. So Hope you'll follow this historical journey through the schedule from the official airline guide in 1974 here in LAX. And if you've enjoyed this, please drop a like. If you have not done that, please consider that. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider doing that so that you can continue to partake of the things that spawn from my creativity based on feedback from folks that are commenting. This is exactly what a channel like this is supposed to be about. You guys give me ideas, I run with them and hopefully create something more enthralling and engaging for you, and we continue to grow and grab more people in here who are interested in unique opportunities of in-depth simming and seeing where things can be pushed to. So with that, I will see you next time.